Why don't you tell us about your weekend, this last weekend?
My whole weekend?
Well, not like we went to a conference. Would you call it a conference? Mastermind?
Probably more like a mastermind. So we went to this mastermind up in Utah it's basically a group of people who all had to pay a big investment to be in that room, which is cool because it pretty much ensures that everybody who's there is serious about the mission, which is to help other people upgrade, and business owners from different walks of life, different ages. We were probably amongst the youngest in the room.
Yeah, younger side.
But it was, I guess I could just tell you what I learned from it. How does that work?
Yeah, just tell us like what you took from the weekend.
So on the first day and like the first hour, it's pretty interactive. It's like a classroom setting. And the facilitator, Ken, he's like, Jacob, come up here real quick. And he pulls up a chair and he's
Day
like,
one.
Yeah, I'm fat. Why should I hire you to be my coach? And I was like, okay, he wants me to sell him right now. I was like, well, how do you know you're fat? He's like, oh, I can grab it. I was like, so you don't want to be able to grab it. So we do this dialogue, we go back and forth. Now, part of this conference is about improving communication skills, but how to use language to help people change their states. So to call it a sales conference or just a communication conference or a mastermind wouldn't do it.
Because it wasn't just sales.
No, it's just that. But anyways, we're having this interaction. I'm like in front of everybody, and this guy wants
people
me
who
to...
are very successful, some who are like experts at sales.
Some who are experts at sales.
Yeah.
So we have
A
this
little
interaction. And I was probably a little less direct than I would have been if I wasn't in front of an audience.
Maybe.
And we get to the end, and then I got feedback from everybody, and that was really cool. I feel like it went well, especially considering the, not right now, spam. Especially when we consider the environment. And
it did.
One of the things that Ken told me though, he was like, you're being too nice to me. He's like, I'm fat. I don't need somebody else to be nice to me. That's why I'm in this position. I'm comfortable. I don't want you to make me feel more comfortable. And as funny as it was, it also hit home because I'm like, it's probably true. There's probably a part of me that's being a little bit too nice to some of my clients. And as a coach, my job is to radically not attack them, but the state that's keeping them stuck. And so what I learned is that I need to be relentlessly direct and honest with people about the area of their life they want to see develop, because the whole point of being a coach is helping people get results and helping them become more productive. Because for us, we work with leaders.
Yeah.
People who come to us, they're winning in life, but oftentimes not where they want to be in their health or in their physique. So they want to look better, they want to feel better, they want to perform better. It's our job as coaches, it's our job with this business to help make sure that they achieve their goal. And it was a nice distinction. I'll tell you what I learned beyond that. I think I was holding back because I didn't want to make the person feel bad. But in turn, what I did is I didn't allow them to make the change that they needed to make. So instead of me, looking at being direct with somebody as being mean, you're not attacking the person, because there's no unproductive people, only unproductive states. You're attacking the unproductive state that's keeping them stuck and in pain and keeping a gap between where they want to be and where they are, how they see themselves and how they want to see themselves.
So you have to tell people the truth.
You have to tell people the truth. And
from a place of not shame or attacking them as who they are as a person, because there's no, like you said, it's just an unresourceful state. It's not their character. It's not being out of shape doesn't make you a bad person, doesn't make you any less than somebody who is fit. It's just the state and the actions and the habits that they're taking. And those can change.
Those can change. And in turn, in changing those, when you get honest.
Which is what coaches help with, is
I like
that
you got your
honesty
pinky
in there.
popped right there. That looks cool.
I'm Italian.
Italiano. Yeah,
That's
so
good.
that
That's
was
a really
that.
good revelation.
Other revelations, so being too nice. Other revelation is the importance of not waiting to be the person you want to be. I think sometimes I'm waiting for permission for somebody to be like, hey, be the business owner that you know you can be. Be the leader you know you can be.
And almost like give you all the resources to get there when that's not coming.
Yeah, well, like waiting for permission to achieve is silly because you get one life. And so the reality is, how do you bridge the gap between where you are and where you want to be? You eliminate the gap. And you start acting today like the person you know that you are and that you are.
Yeah.
It goes back to the idea that self-development's a removal process, right? Like getting in shape. A lot of times people are already working out, but it's like removing the bad habits that are keeping them carrying extra weight, removing the drinking, removing the overeating, becoming more aware, becoming more refined. Same thing with self-development or identity. It's like, who were you when you were a child? You were this beautiful, abundant, energetic creature that nobody could say no to. You just wanted to learn and expand at 1,000,000 miles an hour, explore. But then you get older and you install these limiting beliefs.
Almost always subconsciously.
Almost always, and a lot of times really young before you even realize it's happening. Then you realize, oh, maybe I can't achieve what I want to achieve. Or maybe I can't earn what I want to earn. Or maybe I can't be as fit as I'd like to be. So, as you get later on in life, you have to rewire and reprogram to make sure that your unconscious mind is in alignment with your conscious mind. And that is a lot of the work that you and I have been doing over this last year.
Yeah.
What'd you learn from the conference?
Quite a bit of breakthroughs, of revelations. I think one of the things that Ken, the facilitator,
let's call him,
said was, if you want unreasonable results, you need to be an unreasonable person. And I've heard them say this before. We've been in the program for a year. I just never allowed it to, I don't know if I had a wall up or I just blocked it, but I heard it and I was like, makes sense. But this time it like hit me really hard of, wow, I have been so reasonable my entire life. Probably because of comfort or like a safety blanket that my subconscious created that was keeping me safe, but it was keeping me stuck and not confident in what I wanted because I was afraid. And so she's yapping.
Did you guys hear that?
She's mad at somebody, or maybe that's just the way it sounds. When I heard that, I was like, oh, this is something I need to explore and I need to resolve if I want unreasonable results, and I do. And I think it's come from having a life that's been pretty comfortable and easy, and I'm so grateful for that. But we didn't move when I was younger. Just not a lot of change.
Yeah, you grew up in a small town.
Small town, things stayed the same until I decided to move away for college, which was a huge leap. But from the ages of 0 to 18, same house, same room, same routine, which is why I feel like I also don't have a lot of memories when I was younger, because there wasn't like you do, because you moved. So environments changed, so it almost like triggered these memories. And I think just out of that, I never even explored what being unreasonable looked like, what other possibilities there were for me, because I didn't know or see any different. So I just kind of stayed in this comfort. And yeah, moving to Arizona was uncomfortable, but that was it. Like, I made that action, and then I was comfortable in college, and then I moved and I was comfortable with people I was with. And so really until a year ago, when I decided to join you full time, was that next step. But even then, that was like a reasonable decision at the time, because if it would have been an unreasonable decision, we would have made it 3 years prior. When it wouldn't have, quote unquote, practically made sense financially or wherever. We waited until it was very comfortable for me to be able to do this. And even then, I still gave the job I was at 3 months of extra time because I wanted to be courteous and I wanted to be nice. And I'm glad I did. But looking back, these were all very practical decisions, and I hadn't even explored what life would look like if I wasn't as practical, wasn't as logical.
Yeah.
And even up until this point, with being almost a year working together, anytime somebody asked, I always kind of stayed a little, almost like in your shadow a little bit, really, like, because this was something that you created, and I wanted to stay in my lane, because that's what makes sense, right? Is I like the organization side, I like the back end side, you were more people facing, I wasn't comfortable sharing what we did with people because it was something I never did. And so of course you're gonna be uncomfortable at it initially. But after this conference, something shifted of that all needs to change.
Yeah.
Me like being in the shadows needs to change. Me not going after what I want because of fear of rejection or fear of change or fear of not being reasonable or practical or whatever that looks like, it's time to change that.
Yeah.
Because we want more, and that's what it's going to take.
Mm-hmm. It's good.
So here I am.
Is this you?
Co-owner of Limitless Transformation Coaching.
It's good. Yeah, it's good.
It's my announcement, even though I've been working with you for a year. I haven't shown up like a business owner.
Yeah.
Because I didn't think I could be one.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know what that looked like. I didn't know what you felt like to be an entrepreneur. Yeah. But I'm taking that as ownership now.
Yeah.
The identity. I didn't take it on. I didn't take the identity on.
Yeah. And that's the most important thing. So when we left, one of the biggest things also that stuck out with me was that interaction I had. We did this practice where we got together and we were basically helping somebody solve a problem that they had. We're helping somebody take somebody from a state that is unideal to an ideal state, like from fear to confidence, and helping them transcend where they're at to where they want to be. And it was a really cool practice. I won't go into that, but I went into this practice. We're a day and a half into the seminar conference at this point. I'm with this woman, Amy, and she's like, well, what do you want? I was like, I feel pretty good right now. She's like, well, I don't know. What do you want? I was like, well, what if it's something that you can't give me, but something inside? She's like, ooh, what could it be? She's like, I don't know. She's like, well, what problems have you been having? And the problem came up that I didn't want to talk about. The one that made me feel probably the most vulnerable, which was the insecurity I had in my business.
Yeah.
Where I'm currently at, I feel like I've been comfortable and we've been growing, but not at the pace we want to grow.
Yeah.
I was like, there's a gap between where I'm at and where I want to be. I'm like, there's a gap. That's the language I used. And I was like, I don't know how else to describe it, but I know my goal and I know where I am. And then in between, there's a gap. And it was vulnerable for me to even say, I don't know, because I wanted to solve this problem. Then the facilitator, Ken, comes over. He's like realizing we're having a pretty in-depth back and forth. And at this point, I'm probably letting out a little passion and emotion of like, this is where I'm at. I don't know.
And I'm claiming
it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. So Ken comes over. He's like, what's the problem? I tell him about this gap. He's like, what gap? I'm like, I want to be here and I'm here. I got the business at this level. I want it to be at this level. He's like, so there's a gap? Like, where's the gap? I'm like, and why is the gap there? I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know. He smiles at me. He's like, there's not a gap. You're creating the gap by saying that there is one.
Mm-hmm. You're claiming that
and then he smiles again and he looked at me. He was like, identity's the gap.
Mm-hmm.
The results we get in this world, in business, in our fitness, it's a reflection of what we believe we're worth and deserve.
Mm-hmm.
So the problem that I was experiencing isn't a gap in terms of resources and finances, though that's what it looks like.
Yeah.
It's a gap in belief and identity.
Yeah.
So he looks at me and says, identity's the gap. And I was like, yeah, you're right. Because we could call it confidence. We could call it skills. I was like, I'm relatively confident, relatively skillful. Definitely more skillful than others who have achieved more than me. So why not me?
Mm-hmm.
And
how did that make you feel, him saying that identity was the gap? Was that like, did that feel like, oh, good, because I can change that right now? Or were you were you hoping it was something more practical? Like, just learn this skill and then you're going to get there?
It felt uncomfortable, I'll tell you why. It was me becoming aware that the reason I'm not where I want to be is because of the way I view myself. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, am I waiting for permission? Do I want somebody else to tell me it's okay, go to the next level? This is like vulnerable. I don't know. I was like, is it because I don't believe I'm good enough? Mm-hmm. You know, somewhere deep underneath? Is it because I believe once I get there, it's all gonna fall apart? You know, all these thoughts came up, and I was like, it could be a mixture of all of those, but the reality is true is I need to work on why I'm not operating from the frame of the man that I'm intended to be.
And the business owner that you're intended to be.
And the business owner I'm intended to be. Mm-hmm. I think one of the cool things about fitness and business, and the fact that they're very similar in many ways, is that they're an infinite game. So you want to arrive one day, you want to be like, I got abs, I'm good, I can post up. Or we hit 1 million, we hit 10, we can just chill. It doesn't work like that.
You're never going to arrive.
No, you don't arrive. You continue to show up every single day.
Yeah.
And then the belief about what you deserve will dictate the results that you get, because it will dictate the action that you take. But then you'll naturally want to expand and keep designing
Always.
more. So
yeah, it's like right now we've been exercising and living this lifestyle for 10 plus years, you longer than me. And even right now, you and I have a goal that we want before your 30th birthday, because we're going to Cabo and we're going to the beach and we want to look the best and feel our best.
Yeah.
And so even we're on another pursuit right now, and it's taking daily action of things that we need to do to get to where we want to be. Even though we've been doing this for how long, it's still daily action. And so I feel like fitness and business, it aligns in so many ways. Mm-hmm. And so it's interesting when you have clients who come in that are business owners, executives, entrepreneurs, and they struggle with fitness, but they're thriving in business. Yeah. And we're over here like, we thrive in fitness, but we struggle in business. Like, teach me your ways, I'll teach you mine.
Yeah.
But the same principle exists in both things. It's the consistent action that you take. It's not the huge jumps and leaps, even though those help. It's the like daily tasks and consistent tasks that get you to where you want to be.
One of the things I learned from working with business owners was that past a certain point, they don't use the language of grind harder, sacrifice more time, just crush it. Mm-hmm. I mean, some do. But when you spend time with many people who are in a higher level of business, they're using different principles. They're using leverage.
Yeah.
Past a certain point, you can't just grind harder to get a greater result. You have to use leverage.
Yeah.
You have to hire people. You have to understand the key things that are going to move the needle forward. In some cases, there might not be somebody who's performing, and you might have to replace them with somebody who's got better talent.
Yeah.
That same principle applies to fitness. Many people are confused about what it takes to get results. So what we've done is we've tried to deduce consistently what is going to allow somebody to change their body and change their life.
Yeah.
What are the key principles they can follow to get that result? And in working with business owners, that's how I learned that. Mm-hmm. What are your KPIs, your key performance indicators? What are they in fitness?
Yeah, like what's the output that you need to do daily to get the return?
Yeah.
It's the same thing in fitness.
If you want to lose 20 pounds of fat over the next 12 weeks, you need to lose roughly 2 pounds of fat per week for it to not be a pipe dream and for you to do it the right way. 1.5 to 2 pounds a week. Then you need to reverse engineer that. Okay, well, what do you need to do? Nutritionally, you got to be in a deficit. Training-wise, you got to know how many steps you're getting in. You got to know how much cardio you need to do. Training-wise, you need to know what is your non-negotiable amount of training that you're going to do. And then you need accountability.
Yeah.
A coach, somebody in your life who's on that path with you. For me, I have a coach, but one of the things I'm blessed with, that a lot of our clients also coming in, they've been partners, they've been people who have a spouse. I have you.
Yeah.
And it's so important, I think in fitness especially, but just in life, to have a spouse who not only supports you, but has similar goals.
Yeah.
Like, we wouldn't have worked, I don't think, as well as we do if we didn't have ambition, if we didn't have the desire to get better together, if we didn't want to just look at each other in the eyes and say, what do you want?
Yeah.
What do you want?
And then support.
Let's help each other get there. Yeah. So, we go to the gym together. Mm-hmm. When we're eating clean and cutting down, we're on the same page with that.
Yeah.
When we're having fun and letting loose, oftentimes we're on the same page with that.
Yeah.
And when we're building the business, you build it together.
Yeah.
So that as you have wins, they're not just my wins, they're not just your wins, they're our wins.
It just makes you so much more connected and excited about what you're doing because you have somebody along with you. And then when there's a day where I'm like, I don't want to track, I don't want to do anything right now, you're there to remind me, hey, what about this goal that you said? I'm here with you.
Yeah.
I'm in it with you. And same with business. When there's a day you come to me, I'm feeling it today. Things aren't going exactly how I planned today.
Yeah.
I'm here with you.
Yeah.
And can remind you of the big picture and why we do what we do.
Yeah.
And it's the most helpful thing in the world.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's why we encourage all of our clients to bring their spouse along with them and elevate with them. We have a couple who started with you in November, Ethan and Lindsay. And they've made such amazing progress together. And I'm sure he would be okay sharing with, what did he say to you when you came when he came up to you at, you can always cut this out if he doesn't.
Well, I was speaking at his event called Vertical, and there was a couple people after I spoke who wanted to come up and talk to me about their fitness journey and health. One of them was this guy named Ethan, and he came up to me, he's like, dude, totally agree with everything you're saying. I want to get back on track. There's only one problem. I don't think my wife's on the same page. And I smiled, I'm staring at this guy, I'm like, you don't want to hear what I'm about to say. And he keeps talking, and I'm smiling bigger and bigger, and he's like,
I just got married.
So what do you think? I go, do you want me to tell you the truth? I said, are you the man?
Yeah, that was it.
Are you the man?
Yeah.
He smiled and looked back at me, he said, I am. I was like, your wife will follow your lead. Within the next day maybe, not only did Ethan sign up for coaching, his wife signed up with him. She wanted to join.
Yeah.
And since then, this is what, October?
Yeah, October.
Ethan's dropped 40 pounds of fat. Lindsay has dropped 20 pounds of fat.
Crazy.
They both look like different people. They're like, our lives are changing. We're spending our time in completely different environments. We're even shifting some of the friends that we are around. Ethan's now...
The relationship is more cohesive.
They go to the gym together. They come in here together every once in a while. And every time I see them, they look better and better, and they're glowing.
It's crazy.
And man, there's something so beautiful about that, because they just changed their life together. And that's trickling out. Now Ethan's boss hit me up, and he's like, I want whatever Ethan's doing. Now he's working with Limitless.
Yeah.
So you get to see Ethan made the decision, his wife joined him, his boss is on the same path. Now when Ethan goes to work and he cooks for his employees, which they do once a week, he's like, how can I make this meal a little bit more clean?
Yeah, he's changing them.
Yeah.
He's influencing.
Because how could you not see somebody in front of you making a complete shift in how they look?
And not be,
that's what's cool about fitness.
Not be curious.
And not be curious.
Yeah.
Nowadays, people are like, what supplements are you taking?
Yeah.
What peptides are you on?
Yeah.
It's like, no, he's just changing his lifestyle. And because he's changing his lifestyle and his belief system,
actions, consistent small action,
he's becoming a different person.
It's really cool. Very exciting. I think especially when you first get married, it's so funny because people are, before you get engaged, they're like, when's the wedding? When are you guys going to get engaged? When are you getting married? Second you get engaged or get married, you know how hard marriage is going to be? Like, just be ready, because an attack's coming, and it's going to be really hard, and like there's going to be so many challenges, and we just haven't experienced that.
No.
And I think, one, it's choosing the right person, and I definitely did that. But it's the alignment and being equally yoked and having the same goals and the same passions for us and for our family, health-wise, fitness-wise, business-wise, that gives us that, spiritually, that gives us that congruency in our day-to-day life, and to be there to support each other in our individual wins as well.
Yeah.
And seeing the potential in each other. And I think that's why we encourage couples to come in and do the program together, because yeah, you have a coach and you have accountability, but what better than somebody who's living in your house to encourage you and to remind you of why you're doing what you're doing in weak moments that we all have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
It's the best.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's some people don't want that, right? Because they're not ready for it. But I think you and I have fallen in love with feedback. Mm-hmm. Man, it's so important to just be. I used to value how I was perceived more than the quality of the foundation that I was building my life on.
Yeah. And
that's a sketchy place to be, because you're always posturing. But in marriage,
and never being
you come together naked. At least if you don't, you're gonna run into some walls and have some issues where you're stripped down.
Yeah.
When you're having, I got the slide around. When you're having a difficult day, you have a partner to help you through. There's a real, I think it's an unfortunate thing with men where they're like, if you got a problem, deal with it, nut up, don't talk to your wife about it. Like, what kind of relationship is that?
You're just hiding then.
You're just hiding.
Yeah.
Don't you want to solve your problem? Okay, face it, communicate about it. If you can't solve it on your own, talk about it. Hey, I'm dealing with this today. Okay, cool. Because your spouse should know you and your goal for your life better than anybody, what better person to help you get back on track with the vision? Because what draws you forward in life, really? It's the beautiful vision for the life that you're building. Yeah. And we have that with our relationship, which we continue to build, with our business, we continue to build, and we'll always continue to refine it. And to rear back on the one thing you said about people, it's interesting how people are like, oh yeah, get married, it's amazing, get married. Oh, it's gonna be so hard as soon as you put a ring on it.
Yeah.
Life's hard. It can be, if you view it that way. There's gonna be problems that come up, but I can't think of a thing that would make it easier than doing it with your best friend.
Yeah. That's cute. You
like that?
I do like that.
Yeah.
It makes it way easier. Like, I don't know anybody who has a really good spouse who uplifts them that would say any different.
Yeah. Was this a podcast about why people should get married?
I don't know. And get fit together.
Yeah. Well, we're probably almost at time. So.
And also just like have fun. Like we were just talking to somebody about it last week, like going to Christina, going to the gym together is like an adult playground. Like it doesn't have to be that serious. Like just go and have some fun together for an hour and, go do your own thing, then come together and.
Yeah. Plus taking a shower after you're in the gym together. I mean, I'm dead at, it's for real. Think about the benefits of working out and becoming your best together. But then you go work out together, you're all sweaty, you go take a shower together. We all know what's going to happen. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
And marriage, like the ability to do that, I don't want to think about it too much because but.
So get married, get fit.
Get married, get
Start
jacked,
a business.
Build a beautiful life together, and.
Go create wins for others.
Yeah. Well, I think we wrap up there. If you're watching this right now, just want to tell you, you're beautiful. Anybody who gets the opportunity to spend time around you is lucky.
The luckiest person in the world.
And just remember that, and operate your life from a place of knowing who you are and going after what you want consistently, because life's too short not to.
Amen.
See you in the next one.